Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and in this video I am going to try a full face of Laura Geller makeup products. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am 53 years old and on my channel I do a variety of things, mostly beauty, lifestyle, health. Some of my beauty videos have focused on Bare Minerals products, others have focused on more cream-based products, especially as I age through my 50s, just seeing what works best. I love Bare Minerals, I do. Most recently, I've been using a lot of cream-based products, but I've never actually tried the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten powder foundation. And so I finally ordered some and I'm very excited to try it and see how it compares to like Bare Minerals and just the overall coverage and everything else. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is actually just a spot under eye conceal. My mirror's over here, so that's where I'm looking. Because I don't have a separate Laura Geller concealer. What I bought is I have the Baked Balance and Brighten powder foundation, which is in the shade medium. I got this, which is called Baked Body Frosting Face and Body Glow in Tahitian Ginger. And then, let me show you this. This is what this looks like. And then I have the Made to Multitask Eye, Lip, and Cheek Palette in Think Pink. So we're gonna give this a try. Looks like that. And I've used this before. I got an eyeshadow palette. This one is the Delectables 12 Multi-Finish Baked Eyeshadows Bold Basics. So that is what that looks like. So we're going to start with a little under eye concealer. Get that. I like to really focus this on the inside corner. I was so excited to order this because I've seen it a lot, never tried it. I was hoping to find one on, clearance or sale somewhere, stumble upon it somewhere like Ross or TJ Maxx, but I never did. I found this there, and I may have found that there, but the actual foundation I ended up ordering because I wasn't running into it on sale anywhere. We're going to dive right in with the foundation. So again, this is Baked Balance and Brighten, and this shade is medium. I wasn't sure if I should pick the medium or the medium, there was one a little bit warmer, but I was just a little worried that that might be a little too warm, and I want this to be able to use year-round. I'm very tan right now because it's summertime and I'm out in the sun a lot, so I wanted this to be able to kind of multitask. I'm going to adjust my blinds here a minute. The sun's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to go right in with, I have a flat brush that I'm going to use for this, and I'm just going to swirl it. I'm going to kind of approach it like I would, there's nothing really to tap off because it's not loose, like Bare Minerals. So I'm going to go on this side because I feel like this side I always have more things I want to kind of cover and conceal. So let's see how it does. And if you've used this or if you're currently using it, please share in the comments below your thoughts. Maybe I'm not doing this right, so let me know that too. But I just want to go, and I'm hoping I can get away with not doing like a separate concealer over anything. See if I can just cover everything as needed with this. So that's one layer down. I'm going to go in again. Always looks a little bit different to me from the mirror to the camera. So let me see. And if you've watched any of my more recent makeup videos, I usually let my skin kind of shine through, and I'm not really worried about covering every single thing up. So I'm already going in with a little bit heavier hand than I would be recently, or have been recently, especially in the summer. And I'm just kind of laughing because new problem, not really a problem, just new reality of being 53, almost 54, like in my wrinkle lines in the summer, it's like they're white on the inside from like creasing. Do you see that? I see it here too, like the white lines where obviously it's wrinkled, or either I'm in the sun doing this and so they don't get the sun like the rest of my face. Just kind of not a huge problem, just an observation by me. All right, I think this looks pretty good. As I look at it from my vantage point with the mirror and the natural sunlight, it looks pretty even and everything, and I don't want to go too much more. I'll feel like I'm too cakey, too makeup-y. Not cakey, because I don't think it looks cakey, but what I'm going to try now is, I'll show you this. This is this baked body frosting. It's for the face and body. It's Tahitian ginger. I did try it the other day just to see what it was going to look like. And it's a little bit more pearlescent than I was expecting. So let me just show you. So I almost feel like this might need to be a like more of a highlighter than a bronzer. So let me just, can you even see that? I mean, it's more of like a pearlescent glow than a bronzer, which I was hoping it would be. But so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold off on this for a second, and I'm going to go in with this now, which is the Made to Multitask Eye, Lip, and Cheek palette in Think Pink. So the colors here are Tropical Coral, Subtly Pink, and Rose Gold. And I'm going to see if I can utilize all of them somehow, mostly on my cheeks, but maybe my eyes and maybe my mouth, lips. So what I'm going to do is kind of take this one as like a bit of a bronzer shade. And I'm using my like cream blush from Real Techniques, cream brush. Yeah, I said that right. From Real Techniques, and kind of stipple this in like I would bronzer. And I always go across the bridge of my nose where the sun would hit. This definitely isn't as much of the warm color that I would normally use for this, but we're gonna make it work today. A little bit up here on my forehead. It is summertime right now, just coming off the 4th of July holiday, and we are getting ready to go on a vacation, which is exciting. We're gonna go to Aruba. So pretty excited about that. And now I'm gonna go in with the this more pink color. I guess it's called Subtly Pink. The one I just did was the Tropical Coral, but this one looks more pigmented, more like a true blush. So I'm gonna do that. So we're going with big extended family. It'll be fun in the sun with family that we don't get to see that often. So we'll be there for a week, and then I have some travel for work to do. I'll be back for a little bit, and then I'm taking a little trip with my daughter to go see my mom. Back with this Tahitian ginger body frosting and try it again. Just kind of go on top of this just to give a nice little glow. I'm sorry if the lighting's not right. It's good here. I'm just not sure if it's as good here. This isn't quite as much of a bronze look as I would like, the warmth look. I'm almost thinking I'm going to go back in with this and try to layer this up just a little bit more, provide a little bit more warmth. I used to think you couldn't layer like cream over powder products, but you can. I mean, I'm doing it now. Okay, I love this brush from Real Techniques. All right, I'm gonna stop with that. I think that's okay. And now I'm gonna do the eyes. And I have used this palette before. This is what they look like. It's a lot of, well, there's some warmer tones in here like these. There's some like cooler tones and neutral. Most of them have a bit of a like metallic look. Not all of them. There's one called Sunny. These are great for doing like a one eyeshadow look kind of thing, not having to do a bunch of different colors. So I'm going to do something similar. And I'm trying to think what color I want to go with. I'm going to start with this color that's called Sunny because it's not metallic. And I'm going to just put that on as sort of the base transition, and it may be kind of the primary color that I use, but I'll see how I'm feeling once I get this on. So, and I'm also working today, so I don't need to do anything too fancy. Just look pulled together. See, this is perfect. I just go all the way up over the brow bone, and this can totally be a one color kind of thing. And I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking yet, but this is great for that. And you don't have to be too precise. You just, because you blend it out, you swirl it out. I'm gonna switch things up a little bit here, and I'm going to take this, the Body Glow, the Body Frosting, this ginger, and I'm gonna take it on my finger and tap it on my eyelid, just sort of toward the inner corner. I take my brush and swirl it in here and get it on that way. It's actually a nice way to pull everything together. If you've got this, you know, on your face, then you're incorporating a little bit on the eye look. This is sort of turning out to be a warm, neutral eye, which is fine. And then I want to use this again, since it is eye, lip, cheek. What I think I want to do is take the highlighter, see what this looks like, and put this in the inner corner. Yeah. You definitely want the inner, well, I like the inner corner to be a much brighter pop, because I do think that adds depth and dimension. Now I need to just kind of blend this out a tad. Do a little bit something else. I'm going to, I'm looking at the colors here. I'm going to go in with one of these darker colors. I think I'm going to use Stone in the outer corner just to give it a little bit of depth. Let me find the right brush to do that. Tap off the excess and just pat it. Get a little bit more. Again, I'm not worrying too much about precision. I'm just laying it on there and I'll blend it out. But it just provides a little bit of depth and definition, especially when you add a lighter inner color in the, goodness, especially when you add a lighter color in the inner corner is what I'm trying to say. I've got that. I just need to blend it out a little bit. So I'm going to use my handy dandy Tarte double-ended brush here for that purpose. So this is very light hand. I'm just blending here. See the difference? Blended, not blended. And now I'm going to go back in with my original color that I put down, get it on this blending brush, and just kind of use it to fuse the two together. Let's see, I'm actually going to go back to the Body Frosting a minute. I'm going to dip this blending brush in ever so lightly, and I'm going to go up above, kind of blend it out into like a highlight color. I don't know if this is doing anything, but I don't like harsh lines. And if I tap this just under the brow bone, that can serve as a brow highlight. There we go. Now I'll clean my eye area up in a minute once I'm done. I do want to play around with the lips before I finish my eyes, because I want to, well, no, I'll wait. Let's go in order, Teresa. Go in order. So I don't have an eyeliner from Laura Geller, so I'm just using today a black eyeliner from W7 King Kohl. So I'm going to put that on just right up against the lash line. Right up against the base of the upper lash line, kind of like a tight line underneath. That is on. Going to comb through my eyebrows. This is the only thing I do to my eyebrows other than trim them. They're just crazy. Actually, I'm going to brush away any extra product that may have fallen. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I have this little like spongy thing, and I always take this and swipe right up It almost just does the nice little upwards liner look for you. I like this, and it also cleans up any fallout and just keeps everything going up, which is what I want. Today I'm using the mascara from the Dollar Tree that I love. There's many varieties of this, and this one's even got a little curved handle. This mascara is so great. It's $1.25. The last thing is lips, and I'm going to utilize, once again, this Multitasking Eye Lip Cheek Palette. I just want to compare the two shades. So this is what is called, I don't know if this is Rose Gold or Tropical Coral. I think it's Tropical Coral. And, okay, that, and then let me do this other one, which is subtly pink on the other lip. See which one I like better. What if I do this? Blend them together. I think I'm gonna do the pink, since I have a bit more of a subtle eye. I don't want to do too much subtle. Gosh, I'm sorry, the lighting is getting bad. I'm having liner on, so I'm hoping this doesn't smear. I sometimes don't like these kind of palettes that are all in one for lip purposes, because I sometimes think they're drying. We'll see. But I'm thinking about putting this sparkly bit on the top, almost as a, I don't know if it's gonna work. I think this might end up being too drying. I think what I'm gonna do is top it with the coral color for now. I don't know if this is my favorite lip color, but for the purpose of this video, we're gonna stick with it with the Laura Geller. So this is a little combination of that palette. Let me come back and show you the finished look. So here's the finished look. I'm trying to get in the best lighting. The sun keeps moving on me, so I'm trying to move with it. I think it looks pretty nice. We'll see how it goes throughout the day with the wear test, but again, feels very good on the skin. And I think this is a pretty good shade match for me as well. You can definitely adjust the warmth and things with bronzer as needed, like I did. I stuck with a medium shade. That way I can adjust with a bronzer in the summer months when I have more color on my skin. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.